Africa Global Radio. Our story, our growth, our future.
Headlines across Africa.
Welcome to Headlines Across Africa for today, 27th December 2023. I am Mary Ejapoma Kisi. In the headlines, some Catholic bishops push back against Pope's stance on same-sex couples. Nigeria governor vows justice after deadly attacks on villages. And Libya's theatre stages comeback after country's years of disorder. Some Catholic bishops in Africa, Poland and elsewhere have pushed back against Pope Francis' stance, saying they will not implement the new Vatican policy allowing blessings for same-sex couples. Others downplay the policy approved by the Pope as merely reaffirming the Vatican's long-standing teaching about marriage being only a union between a man and a woman. Reactions from sections of the public show how dividing the issue remains. Some of the strongest responses came from bishops in Africa, home to 265 million Catholics, or nearly a quarter of the world's 1.3 billion Catholics. Many of those Catholics live and their churches operate in societies where homosexuality is condemned and outlawed. According to the Human Dignity Trust, out of the continent's 54 countries, 31 have laws criminalizing homosexuality, more than any other continent. Plateau State Governor in Nigeria, Caleb Mutfwang, has affirmed that the perpetrators involved in a series of attacks on villages, claiming over 100 lives, will be brought to justice. He expressed dismay that the season meant for peace, laughter and joy in the communities of the state is flawed by the actions of wrongdoers. He says it is sad that within the last few days they have lost innocent people as a result of ceaseless attacks in part of the Mango and Boko's local government areas. Governor Mutfwang stresses that enough is enough, advising that they cannot continue this pointless and provoke attacks and that it is totally uncalled for. Nigerian Army Commander Abdulsalam Abubakar also highlights that they will not rest until they bring those culpable of this heinous act to book. A mostly silent play from eastern Libya symbolizes both the country's divisions between West and East and the rebirth of Libya's National Theatre Festival, which staged a comeback in Tripoli after a 15-year break. When it last took place in 2008, the festival was to be held again in 4 years. In the play, dressed all in white, a man pretends to aim a slingshot towards another who, running away, tries to dodge the imaginary rock flank towards him. Taken to stages in the capital Tripoli and Misrata, about 190 kilometers to the east, performers came from 11 cities around Libya. According to Ali Al-Qadri, who directed the play, the show was a success because it touched on the circumstances of ordinary Libyans, including lack of opportunities and the economic stagnation that most cities in Libya suffer from. And the secretary of the Libyan Culture Ministry, Abdel Basset Buganda, says Libya's theatre had gained lasting momentum. According to Buganda, the Libyan artist has always sought to communicate with the public, but the interruption was caused by the neglect and political strife that harmed the arts, especially theatre. Adding that they are united today with all Libyan artists to overcome the strife. And that's how we end Headlines Across Africa for today, 27th December 2023. We'll come your way tomorrow with more news right here on Africa Global Radio. I am Mary Ejapoma Kisi.
For this and more, check us out on africaglobalradio.com. On Facebook and YouTube, Africa Global Radio. On Twitter and Instagram, AF Global Radio.